Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with another video. Today we're looking at a price prediction update for Cardano. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well, and if you want to get notified about similar content, smash that bell notification icon. And again, don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked down below this video in the description, 100% free. Go and grab it. And let's talk about Cardano. So Cardano had a phenomenal run up here in Q4 of 2024 in the immediate aftermath of the US election results. We saw this first leg up here immediately in the 5 or 6 days after the election result. Cardano moving up about 89%, driven largely by some of the news that there was going to be Charles Hodgkinson involved in some capacity with the new presidential administration in the United States, and Cardano thereby having ties to what could potentially be happening with the crypto landscape and the future of the United States as a crypto hub on a global scale. So after that initial 90% run up, Cardano went on to do a 294, just under 300% run up in a 30-day period. Cardano, along with many of the other boomer tokens, XRP, XLM, and a couple of others, had a phenomenal run here. And I'm not taking away from that at all. That is a phenomenal run, a 300% price increase in a 30-day period. Well done to all of you long-term Cardano holders and those of you who may have been accumulating in this zone when prices were down around 25 to 40 cents. This was a phenomenal buying zone if you capitalize on that and managed to participate in this incredible run-up. And obviously, since that run-up, not just Cardano, but the majority of altcoins have been in a pullback and have been consolidating lower as we've seen Bitcoin move back down in the immediate aftermath of all of this election and new administration hype. So we have seen Cardano, it moved down as low as about 78 cents again by the end of the year. It then jumped back up to about $1.13, and we've pulled back down to about 78 cents where we're currently sitting at today. But importantly, Cardano is sitting above the 200-day simple moving average and pretty much bounced off of it as support here a few weeks ago at the beginning of February. So Cardano is positioned from a technical perspective, not looking all that bad. I mean, I'd prefer to have held above this kind of 85 cents level, but it is consolidating nicely in this zone, and if it can hold and continue to consolidate above the 200-day simple moving average, I think we could be getting ready for a larger leg up later in Q2 and Q3 and into Q4 of this year for the price action associated with Cardano. If we jump over to the Cardano dominance chart very briefly, you can see this chart paints a very similar picture. Cardano's dominance shooting up in terms of market share during that period of time where it had that phenomenal 300% run up. Again, retracing in terms of dominance, bouncing right off of the 200 simple day moving average in terms of dominance, and we're currently sitting at 0.87% for Cardano dominance or market share against the rest of the market. Now, this looks pretty nice in a shorter time frame here. We're looking at essentially the past 9 months worth of data. But if we zoom out a little bit further, the picture is not quite as pretty for Cardano, because if we zoom out all the way back to the previous cycle, Cardano was sitting at dominance levels much, much higher back during that 2020 and 2021 run up in price and dominance. So again, we got up as high as a 4.48% dominance for Cardano. That is crazy. We had Cardano making up literally almost 5% of the entire crypto market cap by the time it reached its peak here in August, September of 2021. Its dominance continued to dwindle since then. Again, when we had that initial crypto market run up in Q4 of 2023, moving into 2024, Cardano got all the way back up to about 1.5% dominance. And again, in this most recent run up, we wicked up as high as about 1.32% in terms of Cardano dominance. So again, from a trend perspective, it's not amazing considering the fact that we were all the way up at 4.48% and we've been putting in lower highs in from a technical analysis perspective here on the chart, which doesn't bode well for us breaking that trend, at least in the short term. Again, we don't know what's going to happen. Again, personally, I would love to have seen a lot more protocols being built out on Cardano over the past couple of years. It just seems that there's not much by way of retail use in terms of what's available from a DeFi perspective on the Cardano blockchain. I know there's meant to be a lot of stuff happening with institutions, but if you're looking to get true mass adoption and people using and executing on Cardano as a layer 1 blockchain solution, I think it would be nicer to have some better protocols, DEXs, lending, borrowing platforms that can be used by retail investors, which tend to bring in a large amount of liquidity into this space in the later stages of these cycles. So again, you're seeing price got all the way up to about $3 at the peak of the previous cycle, and that was getting Cardano up to a market cap. If we check in terms of market cap, that got Cardano all the way up to a $99 billion, just under a $100 billion market cap at the peak of the last cycle. So again, we've seen price and market cap taking a big downturn. We're currently sitting at about 27.5 billion in terms of overall market cap. It is positive that we're putting in higher highs for market cap as we've been moving through Q2 and Q3 of 2023 over the past year. Obviously a drawdown before a big higher high here. So maybe we can see a similar pattern playing out in terms of its market dominance in the market dominance chart and breaking that lower highs downtrend. So we need to wait and see what happens, but I'm not the biggest fan of Cardano. I know there's a lot of passionate people and followers and investors in the Cardano ecosystem. So please drop me a comment below, guys. Let me know, am I wrong? Am I missing something when it comes to DeFi protocols and protocols that retail investors can really get involved in on top of the Cardano blockchain? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. Point me towards those protocols. I will happily take a look at them. But when it comes to the price action of Cardano, I think I just don't think we're going to see the same types of returns on a multiple basis that we're going to get from other newer, faster, cheaper, more efficient and cost-effective layer 1 blockchains like Sui and Solana and a few others this cycle compared to what it was able to do during the previous cycle. So Cardano managed to get all the way up to a $100 billion market cap without any of those truly native DeFi protocols and without a crazy amount of stuff actually happening in terms of adoption and on-chain metrics. So what are we going to see over the course of this cycle? I'm not 100% sure, but we are going to look at an updated price prediction in a moment, guys, here. And I am hopeful that we're going to see some price appreciation with Cardano. I just don't think it's going to be to the same effect as some of these other leading layer 1 blockchain solutions. So again, currently we're sitting just under 80 cents. Well done if you were buying at all of these levels. If you managed to scoop up Cardano around 23 cents at these lows back in Q3 of 2023, well done to you and congratulations. You were buying the dip and you are definitely sitting on a healthy profit, even at today's prices, and especially if you took some profits by the time we got back up to $1.30. So let's take a look what's happening here from a price prediction perspective. Well, as we were looking at on the chart a moment ago, guys, the dominance level for Cardano is currently sitting at about 0.87% dominance for Cardano versus the rest of the market. So that's where we're sitting at today. And you know, if you've been watching the channel here, we do have to make certain assumptions and plug in certain variables here for where we think the price can get to when it comes to price action for the different variables in our equation. Those variables are, first and foremost, where can the total crypto market cap get to? Secondly, what dominance level can the asset, in this case Cardano, achieve? And thirdly, the number of tokens in circulation, and we're estimating that to be around 36 billion Cardano 88 tokens by Q4 of 2025. So let's break it down. In the bear case, what we're saying is the total crypto market cap could peak around 5 trillion US dollars if Cardano can go from 0.87% dominance up to 1.3%. That would give Cardano a $65 billion market cap. Again, that would not be a market cap all-time high, but dividing it by 36 billion Cardano tokens would bring us out to a price of about $1.80 for Cardano by the peak of the cycle. Again, let's look at that ADA dominance chart one more time, because we did get up as high as 1.33% just a few weeks ago. So getting up to 1.3% in terms of dominance is definitely something that Cardano is very capable of achieving. Next up, we've got our base case scenario. And in the base case, what we're saying is the total crypto market cap could peak closer to 7 trillion US dollars if Cardano can get all the way up to a 1.5% dominance level in the base case. That's going to give us a $105 billion market cap for Cardano. That would be a new market cap all-time high, and dividing it by 36 billion tokens gives us a price target of around $2.91 for Cardano in our base case scenario. And finally, last but certainly not least, we've got our most bullish case scenario. In the most bullish case scenario, what we're saying is total crypto market cap could actually get up closer to 9 trillion US dollars if Cardano can get all the way up to a 1.8% dominance level. Let's hold that thought just for a moment, because we have not been at a 1.8% dominance level since June of 2022. So that would be a pretty big lift here. It's possible. It's not going to be easy given these lower highs, but let's see what happens. That would give us a Cardano market cap of around $162 billion. Again, dividing it by 36 billion ADA tokens brings us up to a $4.50 price target for Cardano per token by the peak of the cycle in our most bullish case scenario. Drop me a comment below, guys. I want to know, where do you think the price of Cardano is going to get to by the peak of the cycle? You know, it's not on a multiple basis as high as some of the other tokens that we've looked at. I think the rising tide will lift all boats when crypto total market cap continues to move to the upside, and Cardano will obviously benefit from that. But I just think there are better, more efficient, more cost-effective and more scalable blockchain solutions that are doing more exciting things in the crypto space compared to Cardano. I could be wrong. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Where is the price going to go to? Let me know if you're holding Cardano. As I said, if you got any value out of this video at all, please make sure to drop a thumbs up on the video below. Smash that subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And again, like I said, don't forget to grab your completely free copy, The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below the video in the description. Grab it down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.